Welcome to One Chapter at a Time, the podcast for writers, editors, and book lovers who believe in the power of a great story. One page, one chapter at a time. I'm Joanna, your host, and today kicks off our Discover Romance writing series. Writing romance is not just about if they fall in love. It's about how they fall, why they fall, and who they become in the process. Let's break that down. Are they forced to work together? Do they start off disliking each other? Is one character trying to hide their feelings while the other is oblivious? The way the connection builds, through banter, conflict, quiet moments, or shared goals, makes the romance feel believable. Readers want to feel the progression, not just be told they're in love. Why they fall, this is the heart of emotional authenticity. Why do these two people fall for each other? Not just in a surface way, but in a soul-deep, transformative way. Maybe one sees something in the other no one else ever has. Maybe they challenge each other to grow. Maybe they provide a sense of safety or freedom the other has never known. It's not just about attraction. It's about recognition, vulnerability, and resonance. The best romances show personal growth. Love isn't just a reward, it's a catalyst. As your characters fall for each other, they should change. Maybe one learns to trust again. Maybe the other stops running from their past. The romance should push them to confront fears, take emotional risks, or become more fully themselves. The love story doesn't just change their relationship, it changes them. When you hit all three, how, why, and who they become, you're not just writing a love story, you're writing a transformation. And that is what makes romance so powerful and lasting. It's not just about watching two people fall in love, it's about feeling every beat of that emotional journey. Next, let's deep dive into tropes and reader expectations. Tropes are the building blocks romance readers love. Enemies to lovers, fake dating, grumpy sunshine, and more. These tropes aren't overused if you bring something fresh and specific to your characters. Readers also expect real emotional stakes, character growth, external and internal obstacles. Readers want to believe that this relationship matters, that something deep and personal is at risk. Emotional stakes don't have to be dramatic, they just have to be meaningful. Maybe a character is afraid of being vulnerable again after a betrayal. Maybe falling in love could cost them their independence, their career, or their sense of identity. The stakes make readers care and keep them turning pages. Character growth. Romance is one of the few genres where emotional transformation is the plot. The characters shouldn't be the same people at the end that they were at the beginning. Each love interest should push the other to grow in ways they couldn't have on their own. Maybe they learn to forgive, to trust, to slow down, or to speak up. When characters evolve, the romance becomes more than a storyline. It becomes a journey of becoming. External and internal obstacles. Conflict is what gives romance its tension and texture. That conflict often comes in two forms. External obstacles are the situational things keeping them apart, like distance, timing, family pressure, a work rivalry, or magical curses if you're writing fantasy. Internal obstacles are emotional or psychological, fear of commitment, shame from the past, trust issues, or self-doubt. The balance between the two creates richness, and the more believable the conflict, the more satisfying the resolution. Chemistry needs to develop over time. Instant attraction? Sure. But real chemistry is more than heat. It's connection. It's how they look at each other, how they make each other laugh, how they argue and still listen, how they see the best and worst in each other and fall in love anyway. That spark needs to grow into something layered, textured, and earned. Readers want to feel it develop and be rooting for it every step of the way. When writing romance, you need to think about heat levels, subgenres, and common pitfalls. Romance spans a huge range of tones and heat levels, from clean and sweet to open-door spicy and everything in between. You've also got plenty of subgenres to play with. Romantic comedy, fantasy romance, paranormal, historical, and romantic suspense, just to name a few. But while the possibilities are endless, there are some common pitfalls that can weaken a romance. Pitfall number 1, instalust with no emotional arc. You can have attraction early on, but readers crave emotional connection. Without it, the romance can feel shallow or forced. Pitfall number 2, flat side characters or lack of motivation. Supporting characters should serve the story and help reveal aspects of your leads. And your romantic leads. They need personal stakes, not just attraction. Pitfall number 3, rushing the ending. If the final conflict resolves too quickly or feels unearned, readers may feel cheated. The ending should be a satisfying payoff to the emotional journey. By avoiding these traps and staying grounded in character-driven storytelling, your romance will deliver the depth and satisfaction readers are looking for. It's not just about falling in love, it's about earning it. Through relatable characters, meaningful conflict, and emotional growth, your story becomes more than a romance. It becomes an experience. Thanks for joining me for this episode of One Chapter at a Time. Up next in the series, we'll dive into how to create compelling romantic leads, characters your readers can fall in love with right alongside each other. If you found today's episode helpful, hit subscribe, leave a review, and connect with me on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram at Joanna St. Amour for more writing tips and editing insight.